Yo, what's up guys? It's the Black House here, bringing you a new Vainglory topic. And today's topic is about sniffing out scout traps. Well, I've been seeing a lot lately that people wander off into the jungle without actually having noticed that there might be scout traps in some certain places, some certain key areas where the enemy have placed them just to know your allies' locations. And this is very bad. This is a bad habit that people have been having, that they don't sniff out enemy scout traps because like every second that passes by, that the enemy knows your location or any of your allies' location is an advantage for them, because it's just helping them out to prepare beforehand where to position themselves for any possible ganks that they could actually realize, accomplish, because they have knowledge of your locations. So what happens is that you have to sniff out these scout traps, you know, just so you and your team have heads up that where are these scout traps located. And the way you could do this really effective, like you've been seeing this footage, through the use of flares. Flares are very effective. They could cover a huge area and sniff out a couple or a bunch of like scout traps in just one certain point. And it's very important that you have this as a habit. I know that all you guys might not be carrying all the time around flares, but when you have the chance to, hey, buy some flares and use them. And if you just don't have flares with you, just like every time when you enter a brush, just check the corners, check the surroundings of that brush, just to see if there's any scout traps. You just want to check them out. Yes, you want to pop them. But another thing that you could do, and it's also beneficial, you can actually leave the scout traps. Once you actually sniff out the scout traps, you could actually just leave them there, and you could use this as an advantage for you and your team. And now I'm gonna explain you why. Okay, with the knowledge of knowing where the enemy scout traps are already and not popping them, you're kind of messing up with their psychology. Because remember, when you place down a scout trap and you see that it's not popped up, it's not blown up, what you think is that the enemy does not know the location of your scout traps, and maybe that's not true. Maybe they do know the location of your scout traps, only that they decide to leave it there to just mess around with your psychology. So the same thing you could do with them. And why to mess around with the psychology? What advantage, what benefits you could get from this? Well, okay, for example, remember what I said, that every time, every second that passes by that the enemy knows your location, it just helps them to to plan ahead what to do, or where to place, where to position themselves for any possible ganks. You could actually use that against them. You could actually mess around with their plannings. For example, you could actually play as bait. For example, you could be crossing through a brush that that there's a scout trap there because you already flared it up, but you're just walking around there on purposely, so just to kind of play as a bait, probably to draw the attention of the enemies to go towards your location to take you down, because they might be thinking that you're all by yourself, and probably little do they know that you might be preparing a gank for them, because probably your allies are hiding on another brush near you, just preparing themselves to actually gank the enemy that's just gonna wander down, come down towards your location, because of their knowledge of your location, because they're scout traps. I don't know if you're actually understanding my point, but whatever. If you understood it, good for you, really. If not, well, sorry. But yeah, guys, that's one of the most important things you gotta do. Sniff out your scout traps, place scout traps, buy flares. If you got no flares, well, hey, check the surroundings of brushes.